Halle Bailey, the talented actress and singer, seemed to have it all. With her angelic voice and captivating performances, she quickly rose to stardom. Her journey from a young girl with big dreams to a household name was nothing short of inspiring. She graced red carpets, starred in blockbuster movies, and performed on stages worldwide, leaving audiences in awe. Fame, success, and a whirlwind romance with rapper DDG. DDG, known for his chart-topping hits and charismatic presence, was equally successful in his own right. Together, they were a power couple, capturing the hearts of fans everywhere. They were young, they were in love, and they were ready to take on the world together. Their chemistry was undeniable, and their love story quickly became the talk of the town. They were often seen holding hands, sharing romantic moments, and supporting each other's careers. Their love story started like something out of a movie. From cozy movie nights to glamorous dinners at fancy restaurants, they enjoyed every moment together. Their relationship was filled with laughter, love, and mutual respect. They met in 2022, sparks flew, and soon, they were inseparable. Their first meeting was serendipitous, and from that moment on, they knew they had found something special. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day. Fans couldn't get enough of the glamorous couple. They were adored by millions, and their every move was followed closely by the media. Fans would gather in large numbers just to catch a glimpse of them, holding signs and cheering them on. Then, in 2023, their happiness reached new heights. They welcomed a baby boy into the world. The arrival of their son brought immense joy and added a new dimension to their lives. They embraced parenthood with open arms. They named him Halo, a beautiful symbol of their love. The name Halo represented the purity and light that their son brought into their lives. It was a name that held deep meaning for both of them. Everything seemed perfect. Too perfect? As they navigated their new roles as parents and continued to thrive in their careers, they couldn't help but wonder if their fairy tale life was too good to be true. Only time would tell if their love could withstand the challenges that lay ahead. Behind the glitz and glamour, trouble was quietly brewing. Whispers of disagreements and heated arguments started to surface. Sources close to the couple hinted at DDG's controlling behavior. They said he didn't like Halle spending time with her friends or focusing on her career. The pressure was mounting rapidly. Then, in January 2025, things took a dark and unexpected turn. An incident occurred that sent shockwaves through their fairy tale world. It was supposed to be a routine day. DDG was picking up their son, Halo, from Halle's house. But what started as an ordinary exchange escalated into a nightmare. According to Halle's account, DDG became enraged. He allegedly grabbed her by the hair and slammed her face against the steering wheel of the car. The force of the impact chipped her tooth, leaving her bruised and terrified. Instead of stopping there, DDG allegedly drove them both to his house. It was only when they arrived that Halle was able to tell his family what had happened. Section 4. March Mayhem. As the chill of winter gave way to the first hints of spring, the month of March brought with it not just the promise of renewal, but also a series of unsettling events that would leave a lasting impact. 2 months later, another disturbing incident unfolded. The tranquility of the neighborhood was shattered once again, as the shadows of past troubles re-emerged. Halle and Halo were feeling unwell, so she told DDG they couldn't join him for an outing. The decision, made out of concern for their health, would unexpectedly trigger a chain of events that no one could have foreseen. This seemingly innocent message ignited DDG's fury once more. The words on the screen, meant to inform, instead became the spark that reignited old flames of anger and resentment. He allegedly showed up at her house, yelling and banging on the door. The peaceful facade of the home was disrupted by his loud demands and aggressive behavior, causing fear and anxiety to ripple through the household. When she didn't answer, he reportedly took his anger out on her Ring camera, smashing it to pieces. But that wasn't all. The destruction of the camera was a symbolic act, a way to assert control and instill fear. He then allegedly stole her phone, throwing it out of his car window as he sped away. The phone, a lifeline to the outside world, was discarded like a piece of trash, further isolating her in her moment of need. This time Halle had had enough. The repeated invasions of her privacy and safety had pushed her to a breaking point. She knew she had to take action to protect herself and her child. She filed a police report, determined to protect herself and her son. The act of filing the report was not just a legal step, but a declaration of her resolve to stand up against the harassment and reclaim her sense of security. Section 5. The Restraining Order. On May 13, 2025, Halle took a significant legal step. She decided to take action to protect herself and her son, Halo, from what she described as a dangerous situation. She filed for a restraining order against DDG, citing multiple instances of domestic violence. Halle expressed deep concern for her safety and the well-being of their young son. The legal documents detailed her fears and the reasons she felt this drastic measure was necessary. The judge, upon reviewing the allegations and evidence presented by Halle, took her claims very seriously. Understanding the gravity of the situation, the judge granted a temporary restraining order. This order was meant to provide immediate protection for Halle and Halo. DDG was ordered to stay at least 100 yards away from both Halle and their son Halo. This distance was mandated to ensure that there would be no physical contact or proximity that could lead to further harm or intimidation. Additionally, the restraining order included a clause that prohibited DDG from posting anything about Halle or Halo on social media. This was a crucial part of the order, aimed at preventing any form of online harassment or public intimidation that could exacerbate the situation. Despite the restraining order, the court recognized the importance of maintaining a relationship between DDG and his son. Therefore, the order allowed for supervised visitation rights. These visits were to be conducted in a controlled environment to ensure the safety and well-being of Halo. The specifics of these supervised visits, including the frequency and conditions, were to be determined at a later date. This decision was made to balance the need for protection with the child's right to have a relationship with both parents. Section 6. DDG's denial and backlash. DDG, for his part, has denied all allegations. He took to social media calling the situation blown out of proportion and urging people not to believe everything they hear. However, his attempts to defend himself were met with mixed reactions. Some fans rallied to his side, questioning Halle's version of events. Others expressed their unwavering support for Halle, condemning DDG's alleged actions. The court of public opinion was divided, reflecting the complexity of the situation. Section 7. What's next? An uncertain future. As it stands, the future of Halle and DDG's relationship remains uncertain. A hearing is scheduled to determine whether the temporary restraining order will become permanent. This hearing will be crucial in determining custody arrangements for Halo and establishing a framework for any future interactions between Halle and DDG. One thing is certain, this is far from over. The world will be watching as this Hollywood fairy tale takes another dramatic turn.